paid to do all this shit.
Appreciate you for putting it together.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I guess one question I have for each of you, as you think about like your careers and shit, like what's been the most memorable thing up to this point?
Careers and shit. Oh man.
Pillows and blankets and shit. Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah.
Oh my.
I'll start with you, Chris.
Oh brother. I
It
guess.
doesn't have to be good either.
I
It could
guess.
be-
Oh, funny you mentioned that.
Should
You know,
we
you guys know where I'm
introduce
going.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
So the most memorable. Okay. So my favorite part about doing this is like the car rides and the guys. So essentially like being in the locker room with the guys, but being on the road with the guys. But if I had to choose a number one most memorable moment now, it was that Crystal Springs rodeo.
The tornado one?
The tornado.
Oh, yeah.
You know, after the fact, it oddly brought us closer together, I think. But it was such a shit show. It was just nuts.
But
Total
will
nuts.
you go back?
I mean, I'd like to go back.
For the people that don't
You're gonna
know,
have to talk
they
Lance
had a
into that.
tornado.
You're
Like,
terrified?
Tornado. Explain what happened.
Well,
I was
okay.
such a worried
For the people,
Or I was on the phone with him. I'm like, "Are you okay, little buddy? Are you okay?"
my other band members do not want to go back. Rightfully so. You know, it's not super close. It's not super far, but it's not close. And it was a bunch of tornadoes. I think
There's no shelters, right?
and there was no shelter, so you're just kind of out in the open. You know, they got their little bitty
Made the news.
concession stand. I mean, it was a national weather thing. I mean, these storm chasers from all over the country came, but it just turned bad so fast, and it rains. I think it was 7 or 7.5 inches in like 4 hours or something. It was insane. I've never seen the skies open like that. We did get all of our stuff packed up in the trailer. We're looking like a bunch of drowned rats. And we're trying to get out of there, and windshield wipers are going as fast as they can go. And I get stuck. And I think the first time we got stuck, we did get out of it. And we get a little farther, and the whole rig, truck and trailer, just starts. There's no level roads out there if you've ever been out there. Everything's kind of pitched. And it was pitched kind of to the side, and the whole truck and trailer starts sliding down the hill. And the trailer starts coming around, jackknifing. And it was just scary shit show. But we got pulled out, got out of there, and still weren't out of the woods because it was hailing like crazy. We hid under the interstate, under I-29 for like an hour. And we got out of there, but man, it was probably the worst band experience I've ever had. Just a total disaster. But, you know, looking back now, it's kind of funny. It's a good story. So.
Because we were at a gig somewhere, and the bartender actually was from Clear Lake. We were at Biggs, actually, I think.
We had played the night before. He was texting me saying, "You bastards, you got the good night again this year, and we're over here, look at this." And I was like,
And so we're all watching the radar. I assume you were watching
Oh yeah.
the radar.
His
and,
gig
like,
got canceled. He was
I was-
just straight west of us.
I was
up at Lake Ponce.
basically where they started and went towards them. I was playing I was supposed to play like where they started and moved towards them.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I ain't doing it.
And even more on this gig. So our plan was we were going to tent camp.
No.
And when we came in there, and I love tent camping. I'm totally good with it. I love that. We get there, and it is gorgeous. This is shaping up to be one of the most fun gigs. We're going to get drunk. It's going to be fun. We're going to tent camp. We're just going to stumble from the stage back to our tents. And I left my tent up there. I mean, it was totally destroyed. So
you set it up before you got
yeah,
set.
so the first thing we did was go find
It's like a
camp.
tent at the Buffalo Chip.
Yeah.
It's just leaving it behind for the lost
We
and
best,
found.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was shaping up to be the best, most fun gig. We were camping out, just being a bunch of young yahoos again, and just, boy, did that go south in a hurry. But no hard feelings to Crystal Springs. I would like to go back. I'm not sure I can convince the guys to go back up there. I'd still like to go.
Yeah.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
It's a good thing. And it's much more improved from when you were there, because now there's a band shell. And
Yeah.
You used to pack it down in there in that arena down the hill.
Oof. I tore my meniscus that weekend. That was a perfect weekend to do it. I had to walk all the way down that hill.
Oh, wow.
It was so wet out because it rained too that we had to back. We could go down normal with side by side, take our equipment down there, but to go out, we had to back the side by side up the hill so the equipment wouldn't flip out of the back of the side by side.
So most memorable then, Crystal Springs or something different?
No, I don't think so. I think for me it's for me my whole desire to be a musician in the first place was because my dad was one, and I thought my dad was gone a lot and he was playing, and I thought if I wanted to do something with my dad, then I needed to be a musician so I could be up there with him. And it took a long time, and we had to go a lot of different ways to get there. But for me, it's every chance I get to spend another night on stage with him and my brother and now my son too. That's I get all kinds of memories because I don't know, when you get to be mid 30s, late 30s, what do you want to call it, middle age? I hate to admit that, but
Scary.
it is. But
a family affair for you.
it is. It always has been. My grandpa, we played. I remember playing with him, my dad, and me, and it's just one of those things. It's like, how many people get to look back on their lives and go, when I was in my 30s and my 40s, my dad was up there on stage with me and we played together, and my son was there, and my brother was there. And some people, their family go off and you hardly ever do anything again when you're an adult. So for me, that's the most.
In full circle moment. So you guys were what just happened for you and your dad?
We both were inducted into the Dakota Legends Country Music Hall of Fame this last weekend. Just something that we didn't. We were at the show in Lenox together.
Yeah.
They called that day while we were setting up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Chris and I were doing a dual show together, and they called, and it was it Thursday? Does that sound right?
Thursday,
it was a Thursday.
3rd, I think.
So they're like talking to me, and finally I'm like, hey, I'm in the middle of setting up for a show actually, and he's like, on a Thursday night they're having a party in the street Thursday. I said, well, tomorrow's 4th of July, and he goes, oh, that's right.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that I really respect and honor and love that are already there in that Hall of Fame, and to be part of that, even more so to do it at the same time as my dad is. The only thing that could have been a cake topper is if my brother could have joined us at the same time.
Yeah.
That really would have made me really happy. But he'll get there. I don't have any doubt. Yeah,
he'll get there.
I have no doubt.
Well deserved, and congratulations. I don't think we've officially congratulated you. So.
Thank you.
Congrats. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
What about you? Most memorable?
Getting to write songs like about people who I have met or know is big to me, I think. And the tunes just come to you, when they come. It works. Sometimes you're not trying to get to record a song about my wife and our journey and hear it play back. It ain't too bad, that was huge for me. That was the first time I'd ever been in a vocal booth, and that meant a lot to me to be like, wow, we can always have this, just writing songs like that. I mean, that one was really important to me. And then, the song that I wrote for that high school that just happened, high school classmate that had passed away, what it meant to those people. I just think sometimes you can write a song about beer or whatever it might be, but sometimes you get one that actually means something to, and it doesn't mean like a number one hit. What I'm talking about is a song that gets to certain people and they needed it, and it helps them. Is one of the best things I ever did. I hope you like it. But song again.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you guys. I wanted to keep this one short, but just wanted to get you guys together and kind of capture some stuff that's meant some things to you guys along the way. Congratulations to Weston, Chris. It's been great getting to know you.
Yeah, you as well. Me and Colin are from the same hometown.
Right.
So
yeah.
We should explain
wild.
ourselves. We haven't. So
everybody knows who you are. So Chris, you are with
I'm with the band Whiskey Rich, originally from Sheridan, Wyoming, just like Colin. I knew your little brother, Keen.
Yep.
You folks were
you knew the redheaded one.
Methodist church folk, and so I grew up in the Methodist church in Sheridan, and so I remember the Keen specifically, but your mom too is kind of involved a little bit, I think, in there, if my memory serves right. But yeah, I remember you guys from the Methodist church growing up. Pretty wild.
I wish I had a good embarrassing story about Chris and his family, but they're pretty normal. Right? Unlike my own.
I guess we're.
But there is the Will Ferris, who he probably knows. His mom there was 4 of those kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and they all wore sailor outfits like from the 50s, and then the girls all wore like the I don't know, ladies. Yeah.
They wore that to church?
Yes.
At the Methodist church?
Absolutely.
Probably part of the lollipop
He
kid.
didn't do it.
My memory's not that good, I guess. But yeah, it was an old. My mom used to say, we're the poorest church in town. It was an old poor church, but we all liked it. The Methodist church. There's nothing fancy about it.
And obviously, this is Ashley's podcast, and I'm on it, so I don't get a big intro, but I do get to say these 2 guys, and Weston knows this. I've been to so many of their shows. I love to come and listen to them. I'm a person who, I'm not going to say nasty thing if I don't like your music, but if I love your music, I just fangirl out. And these 2 assholes, I'm at their shows, go, what about this one, Weston, or Chris, what are you?
Well, usually it's me asking him to play like the raunchiest
And
words.
but I've been going to these 2 guys' shows for a lot of years, and I am a fan of theirs. I think they're amazing people, and tonight getting to do this with them is really cool for me, and I'm just happy to have made friends with these guys over the years.
Same.
So,
5, 6, 7 years later.
yeah.
7 years later of knowing you, and we got to finally have the opportunity to work together.
Yeah.
And so you're obviously Weston Frank.
I am Weston Frank, and I approve this message. I make car parts for American Workman because that's who I am. That's what I care about. No, I'm from Mount Vernon, South Dakota. Spent most of my life in South Dakota. Did a brief stint in Nashville, brief stint in Los Angeles. Neither one are for me, and I know it. That's the best part. I know it. I am a 4th generation musician. My son's a 5th generation musician, and we're perfectly happy with just doing it up right here at home.
Amen.
All right. South Dakota songwriters tonight, and we'll get some clips from that and add it to this.
And not to say anything or anything, but I'm really thank you so much for not randomly hiring a bunch of Nashville people to come headline for us.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
I don't care. If you're watching, I don't care. I'm still mad about it.